As a result of this section, you will be able to demonstrate how and when to use work permits, understanding of plans and procedures. Only a small proportion of injuries are caused by exceptional incidents, such as collisions and grounding. The majority of accidents arise because recognized safe working practices or company procedures are ignored. Always follow safe working practices. The number of injuries caused by failure of machinery or equipment is small, compared with those caused by human error. Some accidents happen because of lapses in concentration or misjudgments. Others are caused by inexperience or recklessness. Overconfidence can lead to carelessness, and experienced seafarers who have performed the task many times before can be particularly at risk. In nearly all operational procedures and instructions, safeguards are built in to protect the environment from any kind of pollution. Therefore, do not deviate from any written procedure or instruction, as they are made in order to protect the environment from risk of pollution. The ISM code requires your company to develop plans and procedures for all special and critical operations on board. Before carrying out any task on board, you have to check in the safety management system if there is any written procedure or plan describing how to do it. If so, you have to follow that plan. A checklist is a written memo to accomplish a series of tasks. A checklist is not a substitute for thorough knowledge of the ship or procedures. In case of emergency, it is even more important with checklists as a memo. In an emergency situation, everyone tends to get stressed to a certain extent, and therefore it needs attention not to miss any important task. In order to avoid accidents and eliminate the risk of fire and explosion on board, it is necessary to plan the work and follow up all work permits before any work starts. All permits shall be prepared and the crew members to carry out the work shall be chosen. Before a hot work or an enclosed space entry permit is issued, the relevant chapters in force in the International Safety Guide for Oil Tankers and Terminals must be consulted. The permit shall specify the particular item of equipment or area involved, the extent of work permitted, the conditions to be observed, the time and the duration of validity. The validity of a permit shall normally not exceed 12 hours. All work permits are to be filed in a binder. Required work permits include hot work permit, enclosed space entry permit, electrical work permit, working aloft permit, working outboard permit, cold work permit, small craft alongside permit, underwater work permit. Regulation 9.2 of Annex 5 of MARPL 73/78 reads as follows. Every ship of 400 tons gross tonnage and above, and every ship which is certified to carry 15 persons or more, shall carry a garbage management plan to be followed by the crew. The plan shall provide written procedures for collecting, storing, processing and disposing of garbage, including the use of equipment on board. In addition, the plan shall designate the person in charge of carrying out the plan. Garbage categories and disposal regulations outside special areas. Regulation 3. Plastic. Floating dunnage, lining or packing materials. Ground paper products, rags, glass, metal, bottles, crockery, etc. Paper products, rags, glass, metal, bottles, crockery, etc. Food waste. Incinerator ash. Drag your garbage bags to where it is allowed to dispose it. Previously in this learning program, you learned that about 20% of all accidents can be related to substandard equipment. The best way to avoid substandard equipment is maintenance. The maintenance has to be planned. Most vessels today have a computerized maintenance system, which will help you not to miss any important maintenance work.